Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do another cover and how to sound like video. This time we're going to try and get the tones on Song 2 by Blur. So before we get started, if you like this cover and sound like video at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So Song 2 is probably Blur's most famous song, and has some really cool guitar parts as well as guitar tones throughout this. Now Graham Coxon I think used his 1959 Plexi on this, but you can get really close with any clean tones, so for that I'm using my 68 Custom Pro Reverb. Now in the original track it kind of sounds like a combination of a Rat and a Big Muff, or maybe just a Rat by itself or a Big Muff by itself, but the reason why I decided to do this is because I was recently sent and demoed the Tup Fuzz by Expresso FX, which is a really great vintage recreation of a Big Muff with a couple of little tweaks that are really going to come in handy for this sound. So you have the standard volume tone and sustain like you'd expect on any Big Muff, but then you also have a toggle switch for bass and mids, which basically boosts the bass end or the mid frequencies. And to give me that kind of Rat slash Big Muff tone all in one pedal, I'm actually using this but just boosting the mid range. So we have kind of the Big Muff distortion character but with more of a mid range character of a Rat. So other than that, Graham Coxon uses his Telecaster a lot, so I'm using my Macmull T-Classic, which is one of my favourite vintage style Telecasters. So now it's really simple, so when it's clean it's just the Tele straight into the amp, and then for all the distorted parts I'm kicking on the Expresso FX Tup Fuzz, and that's it. So we have the main guitar rhythm track, and then there's this little high octave overdub which is just distorted throughout the whole thing, and then on the cover I actually kind of replicated the bass part as well where it goes. Which is a bass part, and I think originally they actually run the bass through one of those really tiny Marshall practice amps, but I just used the Tup Fuzz to give us the distortion for that. So I'll pull all those tracks isolated from the intro song now. Again, when you're hearing clean tones, it's just the guitar straight into the amp, then whenever you hear a distorted tone, it's the Expresso Tup Fuzz running into the amp. So those tracks isolated from the intro song sound like this. So there we have it. That was a cover and how to sound like video for Song 2 by Blur, one of their most famous songs with some really cool, unique guitar parts. Like I said, Graham Coxon was probably using his 1959 Super Lead Plexi, but you can get really close with pretty much any clean tone because it is just a really simple clean tone. But then, of course, getting that Big Muff slash Rat character was really interesting. I always think it's a Rat, but then it also sounds like there's a bit of Big Muff blended in there. And the Expresso FX Tup Fuzz can do those classic Big Muff sounds. Because of that mid-boost switch, I can actually get kind of like a Big Muff blended with a Rat sounds, because you've got more of the mid-range character coming from the Rat as well as the Big Muff character coming from the Big Muff style distortion. Again, if you want to see my full demo of the Expresso FX Tup Fuzz, there'll be a link up in the cards in the description and pinned in the comments. But let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original song and any future how to sound like videos you'd like to see me do. Again, there's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this cover and sound like video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.